Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Run with Skizzers. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day. I know I sure did. Before we get this video started, I'd like to have a moment of silence for the men and women that fought and died for our country. Okay, for starters, I was basically over the weekend entertaining, so needless to say, I had to split a ton of wood. So what this video is going to be about is just how to prepare your axes after hard use and abuse. Nothing too in-depth, fairly straightforward. This one here, they all have good edges on them, so don't have to touch none of that up. But you can see here there's some brazing on this one. It's not near as shiny as it should be. This one here does need a little bit of edge work, but I think a good stropping is going to take care of that. And then this one here, of course, just needs cleaned up, and nature of splitting wood, I got a little bit of stuff going on with the handle there, so we're gonna take care of all that. Actually, we're gonna start with the big axe first, and we'll deal with that handle. Trying to make it so you guys can see what I'm doing here. There we go. What you're gonna want to do is grab your 4-in-hand. These are about 20 bucks at your local hardware store. This is a Stanley. Or no, this is a Nicholson. I'm sorry, my other one's a Stanley. Nicholsons are about 30 bucks. But take the flat side, and we're just gonna knock down those nicks. Don't want to dig too far into the wood. Let's just make it so it's somewhat smooth again. Nobody likes to see unsightly overstrike marks, that's for sure. So we do that, and honestly, this works really good. You'll never get them completely out. You know, I just got some 320 sandpaper right now. I'm taking over it just to get the file marks out. I'm going to go a little more with it. Got a little bit of an edge there. And you kind of want to just keep your contour. This only takes about a couple of minutes doing. There we go, that's better. We'll sand out all our file marks. There we go. As you can see, really not even that noticeable anymore. If you guys watched my last video, I had an big overstrike with this hammer. And you can see there's no more tear out. And that's basically your main goal. You don't want to file these out until it's gone, because you won't have much handle left. But I just get it where all the tear out's gone. And that's good enough. Take my rings off here. Get our boiled linseed oil. We'll just give the handle, especially in that area we just did, a good coating. I oil all my handles after use. Doesn't really hurt And plus you start building up that nice layer and get that furniture grade feel out of them, which personally I love the way they feel when they are heavily coated and this stuff. But you don't want to do too much at once, because it'll be a sticky mess, and it's something else to take all that off. It's so sticky, in fact, I had to take a wire wheel to the first axe I ever did. Got a little rambunctious with the boiled linseed oil, and I let it sit for 24 hours, came back, and I couldn't let go of it. It was so sticky. Yeah, we'll do that. As you can see, not too bad. You know, you'll never get all of it out, but you definitely want to get the tear out, because all that's going to do is hold moisture and cause you problems. And with whatever's left on this handle, I just go through and do all my other axes. Give them a quick coating. Make sure you get the eye really good, and the bottoms. There we go. All right. What you're going to want to get yourself is some double-aught steel wool. This stuff's pretty well wore out, but it's great for this. You want to do your axe heads with it. It'll take out any rust that wants to start, because it's just the nature of the beast. When you have uncoated steel going through anything, you'll get microscopic scratches in the steel, and it'll collect any ambient moisture in the air, and you'll start getting rust pits. Let's see if we can see them on this one. Yeah, two little ones starting right there. So we'll take this, and wipe them down really good. You can see there's wood stuck to it. This stuff will, for the most part, get them clean enough. And we got this one. This one has the same deal starting with it. Fingerprints all over it. One other thing I like to do with them for the heavy stuff, go get yourself one of these wire wheel discs. They're definitely a time saver, and plus using them over time, like the Grand's Force Brooks, it slowly knocks the scale off, and it doesn't take it off at once. I just give them a light hit with it, but over time and that, it'll almost age them a little more. I really like the look of that. And just give them a quick hit. No pressure on it, just letting the wheel do the work. Flip the axe over. There we go. It just knocks all the heavy scale and sap and anything else you went through. I almost grabbed my shirt. There we go. Still got a little bit on them. You know, I don't like hitting them too heavy, but over time that all goes away for sure. You just don't want to do it hard enough where you actually start taking material off. Yeah, that's nice. And what I like to do, just got an old metal tea can. Keep an oily rag. A lot of people use Ballistol, which is good. Me, I'm cheap. I use what's left over from oil changes. It's new oil. Just pour a little bit in there. Give the axe heads a good coat with that. Seal them all up. Keep them from rusting. Oh, I also wanted to thank anybody that served, is planning on serving, or are veterans. Thank you for your service. I greatly appreciate it. I come from a military family. I appreciate all the sacrifices made. Then after that, of course, it is motor oil, so it's not really anything that's going to dry or go away. And I just dab it with a rag, just take off the excess. Leaves enough on there for a nice coating. I'm sure some of you guys have done this 100 times and know, but I figured, hey, why not make a video? I enjoy doing it. Whether anybody likes it or watches, that's fine. You know, I get it. But I just enjoy doing this and sharing some of the things I do. I tend to do things a little bit different. You know, I'm more cost effective when it comes to axes. Not so much buying them. You know, when I see a good deal out there, I'll definitely jump on it. But there's things in the works, you know, having some high-end stuff on the channel, you know. My idea of high-end, though, isn't the store-bought high-end, like that thing. I've been looking around for local people. There's a man out there named Ted, and I'm not going to put his last name out there, but he's located near me, and from the work I've seen him do is amazing. So he's backed up for about 2 months, and I got my name on the list. So that's a good thing. Thank you for getting me on your list, Ted. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. But that's going to be a future video. And just to touch base while I have this in my hand. I still hate the fact this is called a Hudson Bay pattern. It is not a Hudson Bay pattern. But I've been using the hell out of it. And it is a good axe. It's a very functional axe. I would recommend getting one. The video where I went off on Council Toll for making this, so wasn't to cut up on this axe itself. It's just don't call something one thing and it's not even close to being that. You know, this is not a Hudson Bay. I'm sure there's some people that could disagree, and that's fine. But I own several Hudson Bays, and this definitely is not one. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. But this is a very nice axe. It's definitely a truck axe. It's perfect. I've taken it felling numerous times, and honestly, it works great. It's nice for pounding wedges. This stupid handle's going to go. I'm gonna put a straight handle on it in the future here. And that, I've been debating how I'm gonna go about doing it though. What kind of handle design I'm gonna go with, for one. Two, I'm debating on making my own handle because it is just a straight handle. And three, I would like to salvage this handle because I have a couple different axe heads that would be perfect on this handle. So for the time being, it's going to stay the way it is. Very functional. I like it. It should not have been a replacement though. But that's all I'm going with that. I don't like hating on stuff that I like too much, you know. I mean, I do like it, but there's kind of a distaste for the marketing of it. On the other hand, the next video, I went rummaging through my shop and I found some really nice vintage tools. So there's going to be more restoration videos on the way. I'm not going to reveal anything yet. One, they aren't sitting in front of me, and two, I don't know if I'm going to put a video out where I show you guys my haul or just introduce them one at a time. So in the comments, if you guys want to see what I ended up with, let me know. And if I don't hear anything, I'll just do a slow reveal, you know, one tool at a time. And but that's about it for this video, guys. Happy Memorial Day to our veterans. Thank you for your service. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.